What's up, Tempo family? It's your girl Tiana here. Happy Monday. Today, our featured Tempo artist is Hartland from Montego Bay, Jamaica. Welcome, Hartland.
Thanks for having me.
Today, we'll be discussing the release of his music video, Back in Those Days. So, if you are an up and coming music artist who's interested in having your music video aired on the Caribbean's #1 entertainment channel, you can submit your music video directly to me at tcolbert@temponetworks.com. And I will help you get your music video aired across the Caribbean and in the United States with all the right promotion across our social media and of course on Tempo Networks itself. Get the exposure that your music video truly deserves. So let's get right into it. Heartland, I'd like to start by asking you, how did you get started in the music industry?
Uh, it all started at a tender age as a child. You know, when you first get introduced to music, and the start for me is when my older siblings would bring different vinyl records home. You know, and you hear them, and you started developing the love for music, and
Mhm.
that's for me. That's where the journey began. You know, that's where the journey started, and it has transcended. Going to school, you know, music teacher told me one day that I was trying to play the piano. You know, we had choir
Mhm.
practice and stuff, and I sang, and she was like, "You should sing," and I started singing, and that's where it all began. Started singing, trilling the girls in school, and
Uh-huh.
just moved from there,
And
and
how has
as
your Caribbean culture contributed to your talent as an artist?
immensely. My culture has contributed to me, my development as an artist immensely because it's my roots.
Mhm.
So, I adapt to my roots. Everything that's from my culture, I gravitate to and grow with.
Mhm.
So it has contributed immensely.
And can you tell us about a pivotal moment in your music career that was really significant for you?
A pivotal moment in my musical career that is significant, you
Mhm.
know. I When I got into the music, I got into it as a dancehall DJ, actually spitting
Oh.
rhymes, and I'm a masterful freestyler. I love to freestyle. Any track that comes up, I'll freestyle. And I used to reside in Ocho Rios, and that pivotal moment was one night I was emceeing a show with Professor Nuts, and when
Oh.
Professor Nuts was performing and I was emceeing, and I called Professor Nuts out for an encore. And when I did
Mhm.
so, he challenged me on stage. And that took me to a whole different level because I didn't back down, So I
Uh-huh.
pivoted and I rose to the occasion. And, he after the show and everything, he pulled me to the side and he was just giving me great encouragement and that I should just don't give up, pursue.
Mhm.
And, you know, that was a pivotal moment for me.
And what inspired you to create back in those days?
Back in those days, beautiful song. Um, that song was written or is written by my producer songwriter, Mr. Lanford Dyer. So he called me one day and he says, "You always saying," because I always ask him, "Yo, why can't I get a song?" Because he's a very good songwriter. So I said, "Why can't I get a song?" And he called me up one day and says, "I have the song for you. I have the perfect song for you." So, we got on the phone back and forth with the demos and stuff. And
Mhm.
he wrote the song. We arranged the melodies and we just went into the studio, laid the track, and the rest is history. back in those days as it is right now. Go get it. You know, it's a hit song and everybody's loving it. So,
Mm-hmm.
but that song, this song back in those days, rather, yeah, did the track at Tough Gang Studio with different musicians, and
Mm-hmm.
we did vocals there, and also in another studio. And it's a beautiful song. And Mr. Dyer wrote the
It
song,
is.
Lansford Dyer, and I am grateful for the opportunity to deliver it.
Can you tell us about some of the footage that appears on the TV in the music video? Like, what exactly are we looking at in these different scenes?
Okay, the video is a composite video. So we took different footages and images doing from past to where we're at because we're saying back in those days. So we try to highlight the things that we did as a child and the fun we had, the camaraderie we had at each other, and then the good times. And then we try to use the footage to interpret the lyric. So where you see the footage where the kids are playing and everything growing up back in those days, we used to be happy with the little that we had. And
Mm-hmm.
we show that, and then we showed it because we're dealing with the history and the culture of not just the Caribbean, but specifically Jamaican to an extent. Then we show that when the system changed and things started
Mm-hmm.
to deteriorate in terms of the crime and violence. So we show that the footage that brought forth the division, and we use that to depict all of what we're saying in the song.
Okay. I see. I see. This is a very nostalgic music video. Can you tell us about one of your happiest moments in your childhood?
There's so many, but there's so many happy moments in the childhood, but the happiest time for me as a child growing up was, when school is on summer break and everybody
Um,
does, we all do different things, but going to the
mhm,
river, you know, when a bunch of kids go into the river and we go there and we bring the pots, we go to the river and we catch the crayfish, we cook food and we just have fun. We swing on ropes and into the water and all of that. Back then the
mhm,
rivers were clean, not polluted as it is now. And, it was just great time growing up. And of course, a whole lot more love as a child growing up. We could do so many things and just have fun. So that the happier
mhm,
times, yeah, as a child growing up, my favorite time as a child is just getting summer break, going to the river, and then when you come home and you can go in the take a little, not even component and set the stereo and you take up a 33 or a 12-inch
mhm,
vinyl and you put it on and you play the music. Those were my happy time. I'll just sit down and play the songs and sing along.
mhm. And what was your creative process for the lyrics in back in those days? How did you come up with it as you were writing it?
Well, kudos to the writer. I didn't write the song. Mr. Dyer, Lance Dyer
Okay.
wrote the song. But for in creating the song,
Mhm,
when I'm singing the song, we had to create the melody. So
mhm,
you can't just go and sing a song. You have to take the song and make it your own. So while
mhm,
creating the song and we formulating the melodies and stuff, you have to get into the lyric, feel the song to convey the message that we want to, the emotions and everything in any song. If you're not interpreting the song to deliver it, then the delivery,
mhm,
So from the creative perspective of that, with me singing the song, delivering it, and interpreting the lyric, creating the melody with the team, because it's a teamwork. And as
mhm.
kudos to one of my homeboys, he always said, teamwork make the dream work. So
Yes.
yeah, so it's a teamwork from the creative perspective of it.
And what's the most challenging part of your job as a music artist?
The most challenging part of the job as a music artist is, I believe, every day you go out and you're getting ready to do gigs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's the challenge that you face is dealing with the multiple personalities that you're going to encounter.
Ugh,
You know,
very
that's
relatable.
because, yes, because you have to adjust, and these are adjustment on the spur of the moment. So that's one of the most challenging things for me, because singing, performing is always going to be there. It's not going to be natural. It's a natural thing, so
Mhm.
it will come. However, when you have to adjust to different moods and attitude with people and a whole,
Yeah. Hmm.
that's the biggest challenge, you know, for me.
And what's the best piece of advice that you've received in your career as an artist?
Best piece of advice. Believe I got this from Tinga Stewart. Tinga Stewart, legendary Tinga Stewart. Tell me, your brother, you can sing. If you love the music,
Hmm.
make sure you're true to the music. You know,
How so?
practice.
True how?
True to the music is not, you stay true to your craft. True to the music, stay true to the craft. That means you're gonna only get what you give to the music.
Hmm.
So if you are passionate about your craft, the music, stay true to it. Dedicate the time that is required to the music. Being true to the music is dedicating what is yourself and what is required to perfect that art. So if it means that I have to get up at 6 in the morning because that's a slot when we can catch the vocal coach, I have to be ready. I have to be ready.
Okay.
If you have to go to rehearsal, you have to be on time. You cannot compromise, you know, because that is the
Hmm.
music, the love, the passion that you put into it, the work. So you got to stay true to it and stick to it, and know yourself,
That is
own it, know yourself. Tinga Stewart did that for me back in the day, and I still give
mhm.
him thanks for them encouragement there, you know.
And what other projects are you working on right now that our audience can look forward to seeing from you that you can speak
Well,
on?
presently working on another song, which will be my second release. It's called entitled Rubber Dub. It's entitled Rubber Dub, and
Okay.
it's gonna be a hit. It's gonna be a big tune. It's gonna do wonders, and
Hmm.
we're loving it, we're vibing it, and we're working on it right now. As a matter of fact, I'm getting the
Awesome.
vocals right because
Hmm.
you can make the music, you can write the lyrics, but when you have to deliver the song, that's a whole different ball game. So I am
Mm.
doing my part in making sure I get the vocal right, and rubber dub will be coming, you know. One person can't
All
rubber dub,
right.
so just one person cannot do rubber dub. So, you know,
Mhm. And where can we follow you on social media so that we're all ready to receive this music video when it's out?
well, you can follow us at One Jam Music, Instagram,
Okay.
Facebook,
Mhm.
One Jam Music for everything with Heartland, just One Jam Music straight.
Gotcha. And where can we purchase your music to support your work?
My work is on all electronic media platform. So, you can
Okay.
find me there, back in those
Mhm.
days, just go cop it, rock with it.
And is there anyone on your team that you'd like to give a shout out to before we wrap it up?
Man, first and foremost, all my fans and everyone that is giving love and support. Now watch no face here, like you don't know the thing set, you know. Much love for the strength. But big and serious, my team, the One Jam team, no singling out, just the One Jam team and a whole. Big up Roach, because you don't know. And everyone that is in my corner and I give me the love and strength, names them too enough to call, you know. Just big up everybody. You all
Mhm.
know who you are and the love and the support. I appreciate love it. And we work with it. And we have enough more for going. Just big up everyone.
Thank you so much for joining me today for this interview. It has been an absolute pleasure to meet you personally and to discuss this music video. Back in Those Days is now airing on Tempo Networks during our music video blocks throughout the day, every day. So everyone tune into Tempo to see the music video.
Thank you very much for having me. Mad love and respect. And I'm looking forward to doing this with you again. Just support the thing back in those days. Support Tempo Network. Everyone. Mad up
Whoop, whoop.
yourself. Love you.
Thank you so much. We'll definitely stay in touch. Have a great day.
Thanks again.